Well, Sarge and I would like to welcome you to conversational shaving. Isn't that right, Sarge? Sarge wants to go back and eat his yummies, so I'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, hello there. I've already prepped my face with Village Barber shaving oil. That's just the easiest thing to use when I'm getting ready to do a video, it seems like. But I have already kind of put some stuff on my face. I'll show you in a minute here. My razor is going to be this Valet Auto Strop single edge razor. And in there, on its second use, I believe it is, will be one of these, let's see, I hope I have this the right direction, Feather S blades there. And my soap is going to be this Palmolive Classic Shave Stick. This has been used a lot, but that's what I got left of this one. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use my KC Shave Company Silvertip Badger brush. I got a little bit on there too. I'm going to run a little hot water here. Just a little bit. That's good enough. I'm going to dip just the tips of this in there and try to get this lather going on my face here. Hope you're all doing well out there this week. Yep, could use a little bit more water. Oh, there's the cat again. He was in the shower. He's got this little toy here. I'll show it to you. He's got this little toy. He likes me to throw it up into the shower, into the bathtub. Go get it, Sarge. There he goes. So he'll do that until he gets bored with it. He's kind of like a dog. He'll bring me that thing and want me to throw it. And he really likes it when I throw it in the shower there. His little spring toy. Okay, let's see. Here we go, pass number 1 with the grain. I don't think these blades are as sharp as the FHS-10 blades that are very similar, which Feather also makes. But one time I saw these being sold somewhere online, and perhaps at Try a Blade or one of the other vendors, and I decided to get this. Let's see. Sarge, did you bring that toy out here? What did you do? Oh, there it is. Hey, Sarge. This could go all night. Here, Sarge. Nope. Go ahead, go get your toy. I think he's getting tired. It was kind of hard picking Sarge up since my left arm is still kind of lame here. Not an uncomfortable shave so far, but well, there's Sarge again. Sarge, you bring me your toy? What'd you do with it? You just want out. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna rinse the razor again, and he doesn't like being trapped in here. Okay. Well, Sarge is out there. Come on, Sarge, you want in or out? Make up your mind. Okay. Oh, I should have done this. I'll go ahead and do part of my neck first. Too many things in my mind right now. I'm lucky I get anything done these days. I'm going to go ahead, before I rinse, and go ahead and get this up here. Okay, now I'm going to rinse again. I want to show you something really quick here, if I can do it. I got some gunk on there too. That's the bottom side of it. As you can see, these blades are kind of a carbon steel blade. I think, if I recall correctly, the FHS-10 are more of just a regular steel blade. Anyway, I'll try to get this other side of my neck. Okay, that's pass number 1 complete. I'll be back for pass number 2 across the grain. Okay, I'm going to go across the grain now, having freshly lathered again. Just lathered off camera to save time. To make the video not unendurably long, hopefully. And let's see, 3 of the types of seed that I planted in my garden didn't germinate this year. The cone flowers, the black-eyed Susans, which are very similar, and the milkweed. So I ended up buying a purple coneflower plant and a black-eyed Susan plant and planting those, and some a butterfly bush, so named because butterflies supposedly like it. Okay, excuse me. And I have some cornflowers, which are just annuals, and some giant sunflowers, which are also just annuals, I guess, in this climate. Those are germinating, so hopefully the garden will be much prettier, at least by August. All right. Okay. Pretty good and pretty quick lather from this Palmolive shave stick. Okay. Continuing then. Okay. I do have some new, not used before on this channel, shaving supplies, or at least one thing is still coming, and more that I want to order in the near future. But lately I've just been using largely some tried and true and mostly inexpensive things on the channel and in my off-camera shaves. Okay, it's time again. Okay. Yes, though these blades, the S blades, are fairly smooth as far as these kind of blades go, like I was saying before, I don't think they're as sharp as the FHS-10 feather blades, which also fit the Valet Auto Strop razor. And they fit a few contemporary razors that are being made today. I wish I could think of the name of one of them right now, one which I have, which came with a pack of the FHS-10 blades. Okay, I'm going to stop there, but I'll be right back and then we'll go against the grain. Okay, it's time to go against the grain. I'll start on my neck here this time. And I really didn't have to fight to get a lather going with that shave stick. I just had to make sure that my face was wet before I started applying it. And then I dipped the stick itself in a little bit of warm water there also after I've wet my face. I wet both the stick and my face, and I put a little bit of the soap on the brush there too. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just finish this here before I rinse. Try to anyway. Usually have to rinse twice as often when I'm using a single edge razor, of course. Okay, now I'm going to rinse the razor. Continuing. Still hearing quite a bit of feedback here. Before I go to the other side of my face, I will rinse the razor again. Okay, razor doesn't rinse real quickly, but quickly enough. But still, I plan on cutting the rinsing out since I have to rinse so often using a single edge razor instead of a double edge. And yeah, some razors just rinse like whammo, like very quickly. I guess it depends upon the blade gap and a few other things. Mostly the blade gap though. Still a comfortable shave so far. See, I'm mostly watching myself in the mirror. I hope this is all showing up on camera. sometimes I'll start doing down in here or something, and I'll be like kind of down here and you can barely see me. That's when I'm looking in the monitor there. I don't know. My videos aren't perfect, but I'm glad to get them as good as I'm able to. And I'll rinse one more time. I have to be careful going against the grain, going against the grain above my upper lip. At least one gentleman I know told me he won't go against the grain above his upper lip, which might be the wise decision. But while I would hate to call this blade dull exactly, it's not as sharp as some blades. So in theory, I'm less likely to get weepers up here. And see, there I am again. I'm kind of blocking with my hand what I was doing there. It was just going against the grain rather above my upper lip. I'll be right back and then it'll be pickup time. Okay. This time I didn't go back to the stick. I'm just using some of the remaining soap that's in the brush, the remainder of some of the soap in the brush there. So let me go ahead and empty that water again. And we'll start pickups. There's a magical clock, by the way, if that's still available in my app, Special Effects. Like I said in a previous video, they keep changing some of those things on my editing app, so I'm always afraid the magical clock and a few other things might just go away and be replaced by heaven knows what. Otherwise, I've got a pretty good editing app, I think. Cost me about $7 at the time, and I haven't really added on to it much. There's other things you can subscribe to within that app, other special effects and other packages you can get. I've been kind of cheap and lazy in that department, excuse me. Some gentlemen who make these videos see no reason to add a lot of silly titles and special effects, but I like to pretend I'm putting on a 1950s or 1960s TV show sometimes. Maybe I am, I don't know. So to speak, as it were. As I've said before, I'm not sure how much I want to gild the proverbial lily here. I do still hear some audio feedback, but overall I'm feeling smoothness, except maybe for in a couple of trouble spots of mine. Let's see, is that better? Oops, got some lather there. Okay, well I think I'm going to leave it be for right now. I tend to be a little heavy-handed and I get my face red, plus my face gets red when I'm outside during the day, so because of the warm weather we've been having. It's almost summertime, and I'll be right back with Mr. Towel. Say hello to our good friend Mr. Towel, won't you? Oh, Mr. Towel smells great, freshly laundered. In Gain this time. With Gain dryer sheets and all that. Let's see. Okay, I'll put Mr. Towel back on the rack because he likes that. And then I will begin a brief recap and put the finishing touches on the shave here. So there you go, Mr. Towel. Okay. Now, before I got on camera, I prepped my face with Village Barber shaving oil. I let that sink in for a couple of minutes while I was getting everything else prepared. My razor has been this Valet Auto Strop single edge razor. And in there, I believe it's its second use. I could be wrong. It might be the third use. If I find out differently, I'll say so in the description and perhaps down at the bottom of your screen there. But one of these feather S blades. I think I might have heard those referred to as the S5 blade or something. Not as sharp, I don't think, as the feather FHS-10 blade, of which these are very similar. Okay, well, my soap has been this. This is the box that comes in, the Palmolive shave stick. And here's what I have left of that one. About half, I guess. Yeah, about half. I've had that one for a while. I think that was the first one I ever got. And let's see, my brush has been this KC Shave Company Silvertip Badger brush. Okay, let's see. And if I've covered everything so far, I'm going to reach over here for some of the very simple but effective Dickinson's Witch Hazel. This is an astringent, so it's 14% alcohol by volume. So there could be a little sting here. We'll see. A little bit, but nothing I can't handle. Instead of an audio feedback, it's I guess a different kind of sensory feedback. Okay, and let me wipe my hands off there. There's that again, the Dickinson's Witch Hazel. Okay. Next, I'm going to reach over here for something I've also had for a while, the Barbasol Brisk aftershave. Very nice stuff. Not expensive, but very nice. I wish I could find this in stores here. I can only find it online, although I can find other Barbasol products. They're cheap razors and they're inexpensive foam in a can. You can find that here. Oh, let's see, I also need to put some on my wrists, I guess, and back of the neck. A little bit stronger feedback there as far as some sting, but again, nothing too bad. Nothing I can't handle. Smells nice and feels pretty good. So I'll show you that bottle again after I put the cap back on it. That's the Barbasol Brisk right there. And one more thing, and then I'll leave you be. It's the Star Jelly from PAA, which is mentholated and just feels good on the face, in my opinion. I like this stuff. I'm glad I finally bought some a while back. I guess it's been probably 3 to 6 months now. Time tends to fly the older we get. But, to get this stuff in my eyes, but I do like putting it on the eyelids. That's about it, folks. Feels nice. So, on behalf of myself and Mr. Towel here, who needs straightened out a little bit, I'm kind of feeling OCD here about my presentation here for anyone that should walk in here at any time. Anyway, on behalf of the towel, the cat, and myself, peace out. Have a good week.